all again. Woo! I hope you've had a wonderful day. I really do hope you're all doing well. Honestly, pretty chill Friday. I haven't really done anything, so I'm like, just kind of here. I will say this, did have a bit of a depressive episode earlier, but I'm okay now. So, obviously, we are going to continue swooning over stands. If you remember last episode, guys, this is really exciting. We actually got a date with Ford. Guys, I really think it's going well between us, don't you? Okay. I'm so excited, but also I'm a little nervous. I hope this goes well. God, never been on an actual date in my life, but I always get nervous whenever I have to do like dates on dating sims because I'm like, I don't want to mess this up. I really want this to go well. But it's Ford. It's fine. He has to like us. Whew. Let's transition and go. Alright. Wait, let me go back. Mabel is standing on a stool and readying 2 plates of food, the contents of which you can't see yet due to the mass of her hair and Dipper's hat. Ford waves at you and you turn to him, leaning forward so he can whisper to you. Oh, he's gonna whisper in our ear? Ford! Why am I actually feeling like my face is getting like really warm and flush as I read this? Okay, we'll see. I'm excited. Do you have any idea what's going on over there? Wait. Let me get something off. Alright. Okay. They're obviously planning to poison us with their spaghetti. As long as there's no Brussels sprouts in the mix, I will pull through, or she has a bowl of jelly beans, so whatever happens, I'm eating all of those. I quite like the third option. It's cute, it's a little cheeky. It's funny, I'm gonna go with it. Oh really? Not if I get to them first. Aw. Mabel, oh, they're so cute. Guys, my heart is like, ah! I keep clicking on the wrong things as I'm like going on my computer screen. I'm like, no, that's not what I meant to click. Ah! Anyway, we're having a nice chill Friday. Thanks for hanging out with me on this lovely Friday night. We'll see what happens. The two of you share some intense eye contact in the name of rivalry before you start laughing, and Ford grins at you, shaking his head. Oh no. Mabel whirls around and hops off the stool, brandishing 2 glasses of something disturbingly bubblegum pink. She places them down on the table with a flourish. Ta-da! 2 tall glasses of Mabel juice! Oh, Mabel juice. Such a delicacy. What ingredients did you use? You glance at Ford, giving him a face of, play along please, don't leave me alone in this. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm a little worried, but you know what? For the sake of the kids, I will play along. Yes, Mabel, this looks truly exquisite. Pray tell, what's your method? Are the plastic dinosaurs and Monopoly pieces just decorations for this fine creation? Is it? I'm worried. I'm scared. I don't know how well Mabel Juice is gonna go with us, but we're gonna try our best, y'all. Mabel is too busy giggling at you both to answer, and she thankfully doesn't notice that neither of you touch your drinks. Ford's too busy smiling at you from across the table as you ask Mabel about her secret ingredients for Mabel Juice, and whether she's a blender or a food processor to mix it all together, calling it a true work of art. Anyways, on to the main course. Voila! I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared. What on earth could she possibly be serving us? I hope it's something edible. That's it. That's all I'm hoping for. Mabel turns back to the stove and grabs 2 plates of food covered with cloth. She places one in front of Ford and one in front of you before stretching across the table and pulling both cloths off the plates at once. What awaits you on each plate is horrifying, to say the least. There's a plate of 3 very burnt chicken nuggets. Dinosaur chicken nuggets, as if you'd expect anything else. Some half-wet, half-dry noodles with a slice of cheese draped across the top, and a handful of jelly beans. The secret ingredient, of course. The Mabel Special! I'm not a fancy cute. Words. I'm not a fancy cook. I'm just a cute little girl. But I slaved away at this romantic dinner for you two. Dang it. Mabel, this looks... Ford looks to you, panicked. I'm not exactly sure what to eat first. Right? I don't know how well this is gonna be. I'm genuinely scared that I'm gonna get food poisoning from this 13-year-old now. Guys, I'm nervous. There's so many choices! I'd suggest cleansing your palate with the jelly beans first, then digging right into the mac and cheese. I got that bit from one of those weird cooking shows Grunkle Stan left on TV when he fell asleep. Huh. Now that's an idea I can get behind. The jelly beans, I mean. Not if I'd steal your jelly beans first. Oh. I really hope this goes well. You know, the whole little I'm gonna fight you. Watch out for me. Ford arches a brow at you, but he grins at your pseudo challenge. You can take my jelly beans, alright, over my burnt chicken nuggets. You're on. Oh god, so scared. You and Ford dig into the jelly beans, going as far as to try to spear them on your forks to play part of the high cuisine dinner. Ford seems to relax a little as the dinner continues, but once the last jelly bean has been eaten, the two of you go silent once again. Ford glances between you and the remains of his food, swallowing hard. Mabel rushes in to save the date. Oh, of course! I forgot the sauces and stuff. Silly Mabel. Oh no. God, what is this child gonna feed me? Oh no. Mabel goes into the fridge and grabs bottles of ketchup and mustard, placing it on the table next to... Is that the blue glitter we used on the cupcakes? Yep! You're lucky there's still some left. Why is it here? Varnish, silly! I'm gonna go with the blue glitter. I'm gonna go with the blue glitter. I think it's really funny if I put glitter. It's gonna be... It's a thing. You pick up the glitter and shake some onto the burned chicken nuggets. While they're now blue and sparkly, the glitter hides the burned bits and make the nuggets look a little more fabulous. Why? They're pretty now. Add a little glitter and anything is possible. Ford laughs. No. I would love for some actual voice acting in here, because I would love to actually be able to do Ford's voice well, but God knows I cannot. And like trying to do the high-pitched Mabel voice kind of hurts, but you know? we truck on. We truck on though. Ford laughs. Oh, I would love to hear a Ford laugh in my ear as I play this. That'd be nice when I think about it. Have me crushing on the man more. It's fine. I'll just melt. And you hold the bottle of glitter in front of him, shaking it enticingly. Come on. Join me with my pretty nuggets. If you say so. Ford decorates his nuggets with glitter, and your respective plates shine under the kitchen light. Oh no. Oh no. Mabel looks at you both expectantly, like you're going to chow down into your dinners now that they've been appropriately sauced up. Eat up! You still got plenty of food left. Ask Ford to critique his dinner. No, that's gonna hurt her feelings. I could attempt to eat. That seems like a nice way of, you know, indulging Mabel and also possibly dying. Take yet another long, hard sip of your drink. I'm gonna attempt to eat it. I feel bad. I feel bad. Ooh. You gingerly pick up one of the chicken nuggets and take a very small bite out of the edge. It's crispy and burnt, but edible to some extent. You swallow your bite and quickly take a sip of your drink. Ford stares at you in total awe, like you just defeated a gremloblin with one punch. Oh, I mean, damn. Yeah. You have glitter on your mouth. Oh, I do? Where? Oh, no, he's like, oh, I do? Where? You gotta do it more seductive, because that's how it works. It's fine. You lean forward and question, and Ford reaches his arm over the table, wiping the glitter from your bottom lip. I've chosen right! I'm quite happy with that. Oh, well. Both of you flush at the gentle contact, especially since all the while he's gazing down at your mouth, hopefully thinking the same thing you are. There. Got it. Mabel's just like, oh my god, my OTP! It's happening! And I'm like, girl, me too! He quickly sits back down in his chair, and you do the same, avoiding eye contact until your faces turn back from red. Mabel squeals in the corner, clapping her hands together. Mabel stares at you both, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, awaiting some sort of magic to happen. You swallow nervously and look to Ford before you cup your hand to the side of your mouth, hiding your mouth words from Mabel's eye. I have an idea. You tap your head with your other hand, charading your idea further. Ford gestures across the table as if to say, the floor is yours. We're gonna sweat nervously. Oh no. I'm worried. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. You sweat a lot, and it's not from the Mabel juice. Oh no. Oh no! Kai, are you too hot? Are you okay? I'm fine. It's just... Wait, an idea! At last! It's sorta hot in here, Mabel. Could you turn down the thermostat, please? Ford nods, theatrically, ooh, words, theatrically tugging at his collar. Yes, Mabel, it's exceedingly warm in here. Can you please go turn down the heat? Or turn the heat down? Of course! Anything to make you two lovebirds comfortable. No. Mabel hops down from her stool and snaps her 2 fingers at you. Well, her fingers at the 2 of you. No canoodling while I'm gone, okay? Damn. Okay. Just call me out. It's fine. Imagine though you're on a date and a kid comes up to you and just be like, hey, I planned this whole thing for you. No canoodling while I'm gone. I was like, ah. It's weird when you know somebody's watching you on a date, right? Like, it's gotta be weird to have somebody watch you on a date. And then the moment they have to leave, they yell at you and just be like, no, nothing further happening while I'm gone. It's even weirder when you think it's a kid interrupting it, too. I don't know. It's just a thought I had. I'm like, Mabel, love you. Always will. Mabel Defender for life. But, honey, I don't think any romance is gonna happen if you're watching us like we're goldfish. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. You don't have to say anything. You know. The thing's there. Oh, no. My thing's not charging. What's happening? Oh, we worry about that later. It's fine. She leaves you both red-faced and stammering as she skips out the door. Ford turns to you, smiling nervously. Hi, I know Mabel tried her best, but I'm not accustomed to the dating game, as Stan calls it. For the first time in a while, I don't know what to do. Do you? You stop, thinking for a moment. Dipper told you something earlier that day. An idea in case the Mabel certified first date of dreams went awry. You suppose this is the perfect moment to enact Plan B. Alright, but we gotta move fast. We gotta act fast, sorry. Watch my movements. Oh god, I'm worried. You pick up your plate and struggle not to laugh as Ford mimics you almost perfectly and shovel the contents of your dinner into Waddles' mouth. The piglet chews, swallows, and nuzzles your leg. Really? According to Dipper, Waddles will eat anything. You give him yours too. That way, it looks like we ate. You hear footsteps thudding down the hallway. Mabel's on her way back. And quick! You gently push Waddles towards Ford, who quickly feeds him the rest of the dinner. Waddles snorts happily at the 2 of you before settling between your feet, content and full. And I'm back! Hey, you guys were just kidding around. Oh god, what? Oh, I see what happened. My charger got unplugged and that's why it wasn't charging. Good to know. Oh well, for next time. I pulled too hard. I went too close to the sun. Too close to the sun. It's fine. You guys were just kidding around. Hey, you guys were just kidding around. What did you think of the dinner? Waddles burps. Perfect. Absolutely delicious, Mabel. You're quite the chef, you know. Mabel beams happily at you both. Also, Mabel, can we take dessert to go? I want to take Ford somewhere on this date. Making him blush like that, it's so cute. I'm so happy I can actually get him to, you know, blush like that. It just makes me feel all happy. Like, guys, I'm doing something right. I'm making the man I like blush. Man, we need girls. We gotta. My ladies out there, please make your man blush more often. It's kind of fun. Hell, make your friends blush, because it's also kind of fun when you jokingly flirt with them and just be like, oh, so that's what makes you tick. I see. I got you. I don't know. I think that's just a me thing, maybe. But getting back to the date, I keep getting sidetracked for some reason. I'll never explain why. But we'll see. We'll see. I want to know where we take Fordsy on a date. Oh, my sweet baby bean. Ford flushes Scarlet at that. Mabel looks between the two of you and nods, waggling her brows at you. You sly dog. Of course. Okay. With a popsicle each. Oh, nice. Another edible thing. Let's go. You lead Ford away from the shack, away from town, and up a hill. Where are we going? Oh, this is it. But you point upwards with your popsicle and... a meteor shower? Guys, this is so pretty! Dude, compliments to the people who made this game. The backgrounds are fucking gorgeous as hell. I want this background just everywhere. I want this as a background for my computer. I want it as a wallpaper. This is so pretty. The timing almost seemed too perfect. I didn't want to miss out on seeing it with you. You both blush as you sit down, shoulder to shoulder. I'm surprised you went looking into meteor showers, Kai. Well, after our last time searching for anomalies, I got curious about other celestial stuff. Also, Dipper told me about it. Plan B. Ford laughs. Oh, that kid's bright. The twins are both very smart and very close for siblings. Ford pauses, and it's obvious there's something on his mind. Oh, no. Tale of Two Stands. I wonder if he blames himself for a lot of the bad things that happened between him and Stanley now that their relationship's better. I wonder if he looks back on all, like, those years. Those, not even 30 years, like, 30 plus. Because 30 years he was in the portal. Plus you have to add, like, the extra years they weren't talking from, like, high school, college, and whatnot. Just, you have to think. Like, your twin that you spent so much of your time with, to all of a sudden, in one night, one mistake, completely eradicating that relationship forever. Then eventually, you finally contact him, and it's just, hey, I need you to do this one thing for me. The one thing that I will put value on your life for. And it obviously, high emotions, you're both upset about what's happened, you still can't let it go, and it defines your relationship. After all these years, to then go missing, he finally spends forever bringing you back, and you're still not grateful for it. But things are better now. After all of the craziness that's happened, you now have a repaired relationship with your sibling, but obviously it's not the same as before. You think he ever, like, looks back at his entire life from, after Weirdmageddon? Just from, like, high school to essentially Weirdmageddon. Man, I missed out on so much time with my brother, with my family, because I pushed them away for my own pursuits. It seems more like Ford was always the more selfish one between him and Stan when you look at it that way. But, like, I don't know. I'm curious to know what his mindset is after Weirdmageddon. Like, it's gotta be at least a little bit awkward between him and Stan traveling around the world and searching for anomalies after that. But you know, at least you're getting that chance to reconnect with each other as mature people, you know? But I, I do wonder what Alex Hirsch would have wrote for them. Hmm. What's the matter, Ford? Ford turns to you, his mouth open, as if he was going to say more, but he closes it. I'm. They're just. I'm surprised at how close they are. Practically inseparable. Stan and I were never like that. You seem like you are now. What happened? Well, we were very close. Best friends. But once we got to high school, things changed. You realize that Ford's hand is resting a few inches from yours. Casually. So casually that you're almost casual Fridays themselves. You scoot your hand closer to his, still too nervous to take it for yourself. What changed? We both changed. Ford sighs, leaning back on his palms. He notices your hand near his, thinks for a moment, but decides to keep talking instead. Stan and I had plans since we were children. We were going to get on a boat and sail far away from our New Jersey home. Far away from our family, friends, everyone. Just him and me in the Stan of War, the boat we fixed up. Had a chance at admission to the college of my dreams. My other dreams, anyway. I always thought that the Stand of War was a lost childhood fantasy, and that one day, we'd grow up and go on our separate ways, and we wouldn't be as close as we used to be. My acceptance into said college hinged on the results of my science fair project, a perpetual motion machine that I designed. The machine was flawless. The calculations were triple checked. I had rehearsed my presentation in preparation. I could practically see myself at that university, studying with endless resources at my disposal, and getting several doctorates. Ford sighs again, rubbing his temples. But... It was the day of the science fair. The admissions team from the university were there, in front of me, ready to view the machine. I pulled off the cloth cover and it was broken. My entire future was ruined. Oh, Ford. The perpetual motion machine has one job, to not stop. The admissions team left, crossing me off their considerations, rejecting my entire presentation, my calculations, my hard work. My chances of going to my dream school scrapped. It wasn't until I found a bag of toffee peanuts on the ground that I realized Stan had something to do with it. After that, we didn't talk for 10 years. I went to university, but it wasn't exactly my first choice. It wasn't until I came to Gravity Falls that I saw Stan again, and... oh. He cuts himself off sharply, deep in reflection. He looks so heartbroken, so sad. We're gonna take his hand. We're gonna gently take his hand and see what happens. You gently rest your hand on top his. He glances down at your touch, but doesn't take his hand away. Rather, he slowly twists his wrists and intertwines your fingers with his. You don't have to keep going if it hurts. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's been good to talk about, in retrospect. Ford sucks in a deep breath. We fought. I hurt him. It wasn't on purpose. It wasn't on purpose, but I still hurt him. Then an accident happened and I lost him again. I didn't see him for another 30 years after that. You're tempted to pry to ask what the accident was, but Ford seems finished with his story. He swallows nervously, awaiting a response. People change. Ford looks up at you when you say that, brow furrowed. People change, Ford. You were a different person then. You've gone through so much since you were in high school. I'm sure Stan didn't mean to break your machine, or to upset you like he did. He just didn't want to lose his brother. He didn't want to be alone. Ford looks down at your intertwined hands. You didn't want to be alone. Neither did I. Ford exhales. He looks tired, wiser than you remember. The man you played dungeons, and more dungeons seems to have disappeared. You're right, Kai. I am? Guys, look at this picture. Look at him. I love how canonically Ford is known as the hot one. It's really funny. Like, I can't even joke if you, like, look up stuff for, like, everything that's happened for Gravity Falls. Canonically, Ford is the hot one. Ford is the silver fox. And looking at this, I entirely see why. God damn! Damn, look! Ford turns and faces you. He squeezes your hand. You are. I never looked at it like that. I never looked at you like that. You're smarter than I expected. Man, it's hot up on this hill. Sweltering, even. Maybe that's just you. Who knows? Well, I have my moments, I suppose. I don't mean that kind of smart, Kai. I mean a different sort of smart. You're kind and caring and he suddenly realizes how close you both are. And I've never met anyone as wonderful as you. The feeling's mutual, Ford. Oh God, I've never met anyone as wonderful as you. Oh, my heart, it burst with joy. That's so sweet. Oh, Ford, you can be a softie when you want to be. Oh. What do you do? Oh no. Okay. I need your help, guys. I don't know what to do here. Guys. Okay, do we kiss his cheek? Do we go for the hug? True love's high five? I feel like any of these would go well, but what do you think I should do? I don't know which one I should do. I don't want to ruin this moment. Honestly, guys, if you can, please type in chat. What do you think I should do? Should I go for a kiss, go for a hug, or go for a high five? Why is it called True Love's High Five, actually? I'm also gonna save right here. Just to be safe. nervous. I feel like going for kiss on the cheek. I think it's cute. I feel like an actual kiss is getting too far. Hug sounds nice. It's also really cute. True love's high five. I'm just curious what that would mean. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious about true love's high five. Cause I'm like, what does that mean? The other two I understand. But like, what do you mean true love's high five? I'll pick it and then I'll go back. You hold your hand up, grinning at him. High five? Ford seems to forget about you for a moment. Lost in a distant memory. He stares at your hand in shock before blinking, shaking the flashback away. He smiles reassuringly, holds up his right hand, and you realize you miscounted the fingers needed for this particular high five. Okay, I just wanted to see. Or, well, high six. You slap palms together laughing before turning back to the meteor shower. All the while, Ford's left hand never lets go of yours. Guys, I quite like this. I quite love that one. Out of all the options, I feel like this is a good one. The high five, man. Surprisingly, so cute and so heartfelt and so heartwarming. Damn. Yeah, okay. The two of you head back towards the shack, hand in hand in comfortable silence. Once you reach the door, Ford grins sheepishly. I wanted to thank you for tonight, for being there for me. Aww. Ford. Anytime, Ford. I had a great time. You stand at the door to his house like two teenagers on a first date. Well, you are, you suppose. And, hopefully we can have more dates like this. Ford flushes red at the mere mention of a date, which is so adorable, you start laughing. Oh, oh, sweetheart. Oh, Fordsy. Yes, we most definitely have to engage in more of these dates with you and myself. Dating. Oh, so sweet. Oh, it just melts my heart even more. You smile at him, and his blush further spreads to the tips of his ears. Oh, he exhales, tugging at his collar. Well, if I get to see you smile like that again, then I'd be happy to have more dates. It's your turn to flush pink. And you both laugh as the front door swings open. Standing in the doorway is Mabel, who looks relieved to see you both. Where did you go? Gave you dessert and you abandoned me! You sly kids, sneaking off to have fun by yourselves. Did you have fun? You and Ford glance at each other, grinning. We certainly did. Aww. He's such a cutie. How can you not love him? Man. My heart. It's just like, oh, cute. This whole time, Eee! I'm so glad! Now come inside before you get bitten by mosquitoes. Dipper yells from inside. Mine spell out! Does that spell dating? Wait, what? Both yourself and Ford shout, "What?" simultaneously at that. He's making that up for comedic effect. They really just look like a cat paw today. Dipper appears at the front door with Mabel, scratching at his arm. Yeah, I did. You want to see the cat paw, though? You turn to Ford, who looks very excited to see this. Connect the dots of mosquito bites. You nerd. We'd love to, Dipper. I bet it doesn't have 6 toe beans. Ah! Toe beans! Come on, Dipper, I want to see now. Mabel grabs you, Dipper grabs Ford, and you're both tugged into the shack. Your laughter echoing into the woods around the house. Oh, we're so close to the end. We are so close to the end. Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh, why is he always frowning at this? So this is Ford. The other one must be Stanley. That's fine. Whew. Damn, I'm... Alright, let's see. The dates continue. In a quiet alcove in the Gravity Falls library, and on the roof of the shack past midnight. They're both simple compared to the production Mabel whipped up for the night of the meteor shower. But Ford seems more comfortable this way. And really, so are you. You've learned more about him. But it's like he's still holding something back. In your conversations, it feels less like he spent a year sailing away, and more like he spent half his life in another universe. For instance, during that afternoon at the library, he attempted to print nearly 3 decades worth of academic papers in physics, and you had to remind him about the existence of PDF downloads and USB drives. But whatever past he's hiding, you're not sure you'll ever find out. The magic Stan's worked on your card has rendered it almost operational again, meaning that your time at Gravity Falls is coming to a close, and that today's the last date you'll have with Ford. Aww. I don't want to say goodbye, though. It's okay. Never forget me, Ford. You'll always be in my heart, and I hope I'll always be in yours. Please. You arrive at the Gravity Falls community pool just a minute after sunset. Pinks, oranges, and yellows streak across the sky like a splash of maple juice. This is so pretty, and I can see the sunset in the sky in there too. Damn, they're good artists on here. Love this. Despite it being after hours for the community pool, the front gate is open. Thanks, Dipper. And you sidled inside. What is sidled? Or, yeah, sidled, right? Sidled. To walk in a fervid, unobtrusive, or timid manner, especially sideways or... Oh, so it's like you're sliding up. Okay, cool. Kind of casually, sort of crab walking, almost. I think that's just the way I'm gonna go with it now. It's like, I'm gonna crab walk in. Yeah. Taking in the abandoned floaties and the one several times special edition soggy towel on the floor. Oof. A few minutes pass before Ford's arrives, signaled by his accidental slip on said several times towel, and a quiet curse at his clumsiness. Don't worry, I nearly stood on it too. Someone must have left it behind, though maybe for good reason. He picks up the towel between forefinger and thumb, and something sticky drips off of Deep Chris's forehead. Ford shudders and drops it again. Children and their boy bands. Children and their boy bands, I think is how you're meant to say it. Make sure Mabel's not around to hear that. I'm fairly certain she'd disown you. At least Baba actually had some good songs back in their day. Ah! I love Baba! Yo, now hearing the full version of Disco Girl, completely understandable why Dipper sings along to that so much, and why it's like one of his favorite things to sing along to. Because I'm like, damn, they got you. I know it's supposed to be a parody on Dancing Queen, right? By ABBA, right? That's the name of the song. You are the dancing queen. Yeah, it is Dancing Queen. But I'm like, Disco Girl is so fun. Where it's like, yeah, Disco Girl is just fun and happy and like vibey. And the little jokes of like, it's the year 1972. That girl is you. Or it's like, our Eurovision application is under review. Like, that being an actual lyric, it's so cute. I'm like, oh, guys. Anyway, love Disco Girl. If you want to listen to Disco Girl, I think you actually have to type in Baba type in Baba. Maybe you could also type in Disco Girl on the thisisnotawebsite.com into the laptop. But as far as I know, if you just typing in Baba will get you the full version of Disco Girl. It's great. I love it. Love it so much. Anyway, back to game. Ford turns to you and you notice something. His curious expression softens as you stare at him, and he makes his way over to you, tilting his head down in your direction. Curse him for being so dang tall and cute. Even though, Ford? Yes. You have a California fridge magnet stuck to your forehead. Ford immediately blushes bright red, eyes wide in surprise. Really? We're gonna peel it off his forehead. That's just... honey. You adorable, lovable man, you. You pull the magnet off his forehead, examine it for a moment, then lightly tap his nose with it. He blushes a somehow deeper pink, grinning bashfully at you. Ford sits on the edge of the pool and dangles his feet in, having not worn a swimsuit. You have one on under your clothing, but you're kind of nervous to get undressed. What do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna say this. May I, do that thing? You ask permission and awkwardly gesture towards your clothing. Ford stammers and stutters his way through a, yes, you can get undressed and whatnot. And he promptly turns around to give you privacy. You notice, though, that he peeks, just once. You don't comment on it, but you blush regardless. You sit with Ford on the edge of the pool, swinging your legs back and forth in the water. The two of you sit in silence for a moment. Do you go swimming a lot? Me? No. I used to swim a lot as a child, since we live close to the ocean. But now, not really. Why not? Never had the time, I suppose. I was so busy with my work that I never realized we even had a community pool until Mabel told me about it. It goes quiet again. Ford's hands skims across the surface of the water, tracing tiny waves with his fingers. He looks to be deep in thought, like something's troubling him? I'm gonna stay silent. I'll let him go. You stay silent, and instead start swirling your finger in the water too, occasionally curling your finger around his. It's an accident, of course. Eventually, you both stop messing with water and leave your fingers linked together, which gradually turns into his hand taking yours, and all your fingers intertwining, knuckles brushing against the water. Ford swallows. Out of the corner of your eye, you see his face is tinted pink, and it's probably not from the sunset. He seems nervous. More nervous than your Mabel certified date of dreams, which is strange considering the context. That one was pretty forced. Ford, do you trust me? It's do you trust me? The question comes in one breath, out of nowhere. His grip on your hand tightens. Why do you ask? He rubs the back of his neck with his free hand, a small reflexive gesture. 6 hands dipping beneath the high collar of his sweater, so he's like, there are things I still haven't told you yet. Things about myself. Things I'm not sure you'd like. Of course, there's the great Uncle Ford side of things. What with Mabel, with Dipper and Mabel. But you, don't really know what happened to me while I was studying here 30 years ago. When you're ready, you can tell me. Ford, you don't have to go into detail about it if you aren't ready to. Ford looks down at the water, at his reflection. He frowns, closes his eyes, and thinks for a moment. You've proven yourself to be a good companion, to put it lightly. Of course, the whole dating thing. He blushes. Ford coughs when you start giggling. Aww. Well, what I mean is, there's nothing out about you that could do me significant harm. Just wait until I peel off my human skin and become a lizard person. Within the set of species residing on this earth, there exists a race of lizard people, and surely they walk among us, Kai. That subject is no joking matter. You stare at him, an eyebrow raised. Both of you burst out laughing. Oh, oh that was cute. That was a little cute joke. Okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you say. The sound echoing around the empty pool, and from the corner of your eye, you notice Ford scooting closer to you. You haven't heard of Gravity Falls until you crashed into the shack because of my magnet gun, correct? I read about the shack being a tourist trap in Oregon, but that's just about it. Gravity Falls wasn't even on my map. Why do you ask? That's to be expected. Most people don't know about Gravity Falls until they see it for themselves, or do elaborate research on it. Remember when we went hunting for the Mothman? How I warned you about other creatures that can be found in the woods and around town? You mean the leprechaun and the gremlin and the others you told me about, right? There are so many more oddities, bizarre creatures, geographical anomalies, secret societies, and strange townspeople. Like I've said it before, this unique concentration of weirdness is what drew me to Gravity Falls in the first place, and made it the perfect place to conduct my research. Why was the weirdness centralized to Gravity Falls? Exactly! That's what I wondered. My biggest questions during these studies was why? Why was this town so strange? I tried to find an answer, a unifying theory that would pull my research together and finally grant me success. But I hit a wall in my search. I had no ideas, no leads, nothing and no one to help me until I found a being by the name of Bill Cipher. He came to me in my dreams, claiming he was a godly muse, a friend, someone who could do a lot with a little help. And I believed him. Ford continues with a certain bitterness you've certainly never heard in his tone before. I put my unconditional trust in him. I asked for his wisdom, for his guidance, put him on a godly pedestal and worshipped him, even going as far as to litter my house with his image. Damn. Did you build the door? What happened to it? Well, when I consulted Bill about my unifying theory, he told me that my answer lay in another dimension, and that he could help me build a portal to it. Obviously, I built it without hesitation, without thought, and instead of building a doorway to a weirdness dimension as I've been led to believe, it turned out to be led to the nightmare realm, Bill's realm. He had tricked me. All he had wanted was to cross into our dimension and model it into his chaotic image. I shut down the portal before his plans could be realized. But it was too late. My mind was in shambles from Bill's influence. Oh. I should have ended it. I should have torn the portal down. But I put so much into making it work. I hid the instructions for its operations instead. I tried to entrust a piece of it to Stanley, and after 10 years apart, Ford pauses, sucking in a deep breath. We fought. In the midst of it all, one of us pushed a button and pulled a switch. The portal was reactivated that day, and I was pulled into it. I spent the next 30 years in that portal. Years of searching for an answer to a new question. How to defeat Bill once and for all. But I was pulled back to this dimension, my home dimension, too early, and all this frustration came crashing down. In this tiny town, in a grand multiverse, I truly believed I was meant for something more. Bill told me that I would change the world. I never questioned if it would be for the better or worse. You were doing what you thought was best. At the time, of course. But I didn't realize the repercussions of my actions would be so catastrophic. But you did it, right? Did what? Built the portal, left, came back, etc. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. I did, yes. But I didn't do it alone. I was pulled back through the portal by Stanley himself. And Dipper and Mabel, of course. However, because the portal had been reactivated, Bill could enter our world at any time. I destroyed the portal device once and for all. But What was left was an interdimensional rift in space-time, left over from the portal's last operation. It had the potential to let Bill through to our dimension. I contained it, but the rift shattered. Bill entered the physical realm and wreaked havoc on Gravity Falls, an event called Weirdmageddon. Bizarremageddon would have been better. What happened during Weirdmageddon? It was, to put it lightly, the end of the world. That's not putting it lightly. It was the apocalypse. Weirdness exploding from every corner. Anomalies even I couldn't explain. Everywhere. It was all Bill's doing. But he breathes out, frustrated with himself. It was still my fault. As much as I want to go back on myself and say it wasn't, I still caused the whole thing. I brought Bill here. I helped him with his plan. You didn't mean to cause the end of the world. Don't let this define you. I mean, yeah, it might have been your fault. For jolts turning to you. I mean, it was. Even if you didn't mean to, you had some fault in the matter. Ford stares at you as you think, trying to phrase your word correctly. But you thought what you were doing, with the portal and all, would help your research. That it would lead you to success. Yeah, you read Bill wrong. It's not the end of the world. Well, it was, but Ford laughs at that. And you've never heard a more relieving sound in that moment. But you and your family managed to stop Bill and stop the end of the world. And I think you learned something from that, you know? And what would that be? That you don't have to take on everything alone. That you don't have to take everything on alone. Your grip on Ford's hand tightens. That you can trust other people to help you when burden's too heavy to carry alone. Ford nods, squeezing your hand. Oh, I love having an emotional moment with Ford at the fucking pool, which is insane to think about, right? Out of all the places we could have had an emotional moment to really just outline what we're thinking here, it's at the community pool. Yeah, it was awful. It was awful and bad, and yeah, you messed up. But it doesn't define you. You're incredibly handsome. Sorry. It says you're incredibly intelligent and fun to hang out with. And sure, sometimes I don't understand half the sciencey stuff that comes out of your mouth, but it's all a part of you. And that makes me like you all the same. Ford finally turns to look at you, and he winds an arm around your shoulders. You scoot closer and complete the hug, draping your arm across his middle and hugging him tight. Oh! Thank you for listening to me ramble. Honestly, I would love to have someone just listen to me yap about, all of the weird stuff that comes to my brain. Because, for us neurodivergent people, it's nice to have someone who is just willing to listen to whatever weird rant or tangent you want to go on. And they just, fervently want to hear you talk. I mean, especially coming from someone who's, been told their whole life that I should just, I am a girl. I need to, shut up, be quiet, and, let other people kind of take control of things. I've never been happy with that, but that's just what I remember being told most of my life. That, hey, I just need to listen and be obedient. Honestly, through this past year, and thankfully through streaming, I kind of feel like I've reclaimed a bit of my voice that I feel like I've lost all these years. Like, I feel more comfortable with myself actually just talking. Like, hey, I have all these thoughts that I want to get out that, sure, it's not going to make a lot of sense at the moment, and I'll find a way to figure out how it is I want to say, because words be hard, and brain doesn't like braining sometimes. But having someone who's being patient to just listen to you ramble while you're just trying to organize your thoughts, it's nice. I realize, like, I am a huge yapper. I always have been when I feel comfortable enough with people. Then I'm like, oh, you're okay with letting me yap, and you actually find what I have to say fascinating, and you're willing to yap with me. It's not as much fun when you're yapping alone. It's nice to have someone to bounce off of, you know? So, this one simple line that Ford is saying, thank you for listening to me ramble. Honestly, shout out to my own, like, friends to, like, honestly listening to me ramble. And shout out to you guys, honestly. Genuinely, through streaming, it's been nice to just kind of, like, get some thoughts out of my head and just kind of figure out how is it I really feel, what it is I'm really thinking about. Especially when I do, like, just chatting streams, where a lot of it is just pretty much a stream of consciousness happening. And yeah, a lot of the times it gets really sad and it turns into, like, therapy sessions. But it's just nice to, like, be able to get it all out instead of keeping it in all the time. Because, if I'm being honest, I was the person who, like, kept a lot of my, like, negative feelings to myself, and I kind of just bottled everything up and sort of repressed as much as possible. But it's been nice, you know, giving myself the space and, like, honestly, like, opportunity, I guess is the best way of saying this, to just kind of let it all go. So this line means way, like, so much more to me than words could ever say. You know, I will put this down somewhere, because I'm like, it's true. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Can't explain why, but it just, that means so much to me. That's it. It wasn't rambling, it was your life. And I'm very happy to learn more about you whenever you want to tell me more. Ford pauses, thinking. My favorite snack foods are jelly beans. I hate toffee peanuts. Honestly, I kind of guessed the whole jelly beans thing. Ford laughs and you laugh with him, nuzzling into his chest. Ah! You feel him swallow before he presses his lips to the top of your head. Ah! Thank you. Oh, thank you. You're welcome, Ford. That's so fucking sweet. Ah! He smiles at you a moment longer. Then it falls as he sobers. I suppose I wanted to tell you because you're leaving soon. The acknowledgement that in a matter of days, your time in Gravity Falls will be over should feel final, but instead, it only feels distant. You sit back, relinquishing Ford's embrace, and he speaks again. Hi, what are you doing after all this? When you get your car back, what'll you do? I don't know yet. I'll see when I get there. It would be comforting to think that Ford will still be here in Gravity Falls for summers to come. But you recall that Stan and Ford don't even live on land anymore. They'll be setting sail again, exploring the seas and documenting the oddities of the world. From what you've already heard about it, It's intense stuff that keeps them on the move and untethered. We have to ask if we can stay in touch. Please. Ford. Yes? On second thought, you're not sure you want to hear his answer. Your gaze catches on the pool, and you change your mind. You want to jump to the pool with me? What? It'd be fun! But I have no swimsuit. I haven't been swimming in years. Ford. He stares at you wide-eyed. Trust me. Ford considers this, opens his mouth, and raises a pointed finger to begin his rebuttal, but decides against it. I'll give you 5 seconds until I cannonball. You face the pool and prepare yourself to do said cannonball. 5 seconds turn into 10, and by the time you turn around to tell Ford to get ready, you stop. Well! Okay. It's not an unwelcome sight, but hot damn. Man, they gave he's all muscly and all that. Damn. It's not an unwelcome surprise, but it's certainly a nice one. Damn. Oh, hot damn. Because not only is he standing next to you, he's just down to his pants. Well, that's a surprise, and not an unwelcomed one. I quite like that surprise. It's a nice surprise. I thought you said 5 seconds. I thought you said you had no swimsuit. I always come prepared. Liar. Ford squints at you. Well, here goes nothing. And with that, he jumps into the pool, leaving you at the sidelines. And very wet, since his impressive dive splashdown extended to, well, you. He comes back up for air, his floppy hair plastered against his forehead and covering his eyes. Are you? Cannonball! Ah! Guys! Hello. This is damn. Hot damn. Okay. You take a running start and jump into the pool, hearing Ford's booming laughter as soon as you hit the water. Once you come up, he slicked his hair back to see you and grins dorkily. Solid entrance, a bit messy on the execution. I would normally give you an 8 out of 10. Ford swims over to you and wraps you into a hug. But since it's you get a perfect score. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, oh my god! Oh my god! Whoa, it's getting warm in here! You feel your face heat up at that. How could you fucking not? Damn! He's a smooth motherfucker when he wants to be. Damn! But you return his embrace nonetheless. And since you fell for my cunning plan, with that, Ford dunks you underwater. Cheater. Cheater! What are you gonna do? Dunk me under too? As soon as I catch you, I'm gonna... Aww. The evening is spent acting like total goofs in the water. And by the time the sun goes down, you're both soaking wet, but blissfully happy. Guys, we did it! perfect Ford run. I'm so happy, y'all. We did this. No! It's your last day in Gravity Falls. No! Can't we stay a little longer? I feel like I'm one of those fans that's like asking for season 3, but it's like, I know everything must come to an end, but I don't want to leave. No. Weeks ago, you'd worried today would never come. But now that it's here, you don't know how to feel. Just yesterday, when Stan told you your car was good to go, you wanted to believe there was something still left for him to fix. And yesterday evening, after your final dinner with the whole Pines family, and Seuss's back-breaking goodbye hug, you'd almost resign yourself to letting go. But now, in the clarity of daylight, you realize that these weird and wonderful people don't have to disappear from your life for good. You'll always have the memories, and you'll still be able to keep in touch through letters, packages, and voice calls. They won't be able to get rid of you even. Too late, suckers. Cherished friends for life. Oh, no! It's everyone all together. Fuck. This is making me sad now. I don't want to leave. When you make your way out of the shack, you're met by the Pines and Waddles, all gathered besides a large tarp covering what you guess is your car. They're talking amongst themselves until they spot you. There they are! Thought you were gonna miss the big reveal. I'm not even gonna try on stand anymore. Now, you guys! Ford and Stan each take an end of tarp, pulling it off with a flourish as Mabel and Dipper throw handfuls of confetti in the air. Ta-da! The reveal is, indeed, your car. Besides a couple of nicks here and there, it's hard. Ow. Sorry. Ooh, ow. It's hard to believe it's the same one you crashed just weeks ago. Heck, it even runs better than it did when you first got it. Damn. Mechanical whiz. Stan Pines. Hot damn. It looks amazing. You take it all in, running your hands along the hood and marveling at the spotless windows. Ford, can I call you next time I need a tune-up? If this is what happens when you use that magnet gun, I might ask you to total my car more often. Yes, well, perhaps we can find a middle ground. Hey, no love for me, huh? Don't forget who got you out of this mess in the first place. I could never. Trust me, I'll think of you every time I use my windshield wipers without jamming the button. You laugh, giving Stan a big hug in gratitude. Thank you. Thank you, Stan. You turn to the whole family, taking the moment in. And thanks to all of you for everything. It's been, honestly, unforgettable. Familiar car keys, back in hand, you unlock your car and load your belongings into the trunk. Oh, I don't want to leave. I'm sad. Man, this went by so quick. Hot damn, man. Mabel comes up and hands you a package wrapped entirely in ribbons and bows, winking. Just something to remember us by. Stan calls from where he stands with Ford, to the left of your car. I don't know what that is, but it's for me too. And me. Dipper Cooper simply shoots you a thumbs up, and when you look at the label on Mabel's gift, you see his name already on it besides hers. I'm gonna open it. You're about to pull at the ribbons, but Mabel chides you. No! You gotta open it on the road after you leave! Or, well, after you stop at a rest stop, because you're driving. Please don't get into another accident. You tuck the gift into the trunk on top of everything else, making sure it'll stay safe from being crushed. After Mabel's, Waddles comes up to you as well and snorts up at you. You give the little guy a loving pat. You're gonna miss that pig. You're really gonna miss Gravity Falls too. Man, everybody misses Gravity Falls, man. I don't know what to say. Except, I guess. You're about to say goodbye when Ford interrupts you. Hi, wait. Oh boy. Come on, kids! Back in the house. Nothing to see here. Aw, but I want to see. Ford, love of my life, let's go. Stan shoos the kids into the shack, leaving Ford and you alone outside. Ford steps closer to face you. Kai, I've never been great at relationships. In college, I ruined what chances I had, and anything after that is best left forgotten. But I think I want to try this with you, Kai, if you'll have me. I want this too, Ford. I'm never letting you go now. I'm your problem. Yeah. I think this'll work. And I want to keep in touch, Ford. I wanted to ask for your number ages ago, but the shack's landline isn't exactly private. And I don't think you own a cell phone. No, Stanley's the one who bothered with cell phones for the kids' sake. But I've connected my watch to the interweb, as you say, and you can send me electronic mail? Or Ford hands you a folded piece of paper with parts of his cursive peeking from its folds. You almost start to unfold it before Ford places his hand over yours. You can send me a letter. This one's just to start us off. You look up at him and feel the desire to, dude, I have to kiss this man. I have to do it. Oh man, not a kiss on the lips, it's just a kiss on the cheek. It's fine. You lean up to give him a parting kiss on the cheek. When you step back, he's blushing. Wait, I think I'm ready for another kiss. One on the lips, if you're... Save it for when I see you again. I am so ready. I am so ready. I'm fucking here for it. I need this kiss. I have nothing else. He laughs and looks at you with a warm smile. His hand comes to the side of your face, the touch tender, and he leans in to kiss you. He's so soft and surprisingly confident and... Oh my gosh! Did it! Uncle Stan, fork over that $3 bill! And you had witnesses. Mabel's excited voice shrieks into the shack with her footsteps. Shoot. I thought strategically turning away from the house would work. So much for privacy. But you're grinning. And... Sorry. Ooh, bodily functions are not fun. Oh, that hurt. But you're grinning, and so is he. And he laughs. You know, Kai, meeting you has made me incredibly glad that I made that mistake with the magnet gun. Not that stranding you here was a positive, but remember me, alright? Same to you. Don't forget me when you're off saving the world on the stand of war. Goodbye, Ford. Ford watches as you get into your car and start up the engine. You turn onto the road with ease, and in the rearview mirror, you see Ford waving goodbye, as well as Dipper, Mabel, and Stan from the shack. You smile at the sight and say a last goodbye in the quiet of your car, watching as you have to focus on the road once more. Ow. After a little while longer, and you're through town, back on the open road, a sign passes on the right, now leaving Gravity Falls. It's not until you're at the next rest stop that you think to open Mabel's gift, or, well, the Pines family's gift. You unwrap it to find Mystery Shack souvenirs, a small knitted square that Mabel has helpfully labeled as a mug sweater, and a photo. Oh my god! Look at the cutie! Eyes! Oh, he's just there, laying down in a nice, comfortable position. What is he reading? The Transdimensional Quandaries. So it's Transdimensional Quandaries and Theoretical Solutions. Oh, God. The end. Oh. I have to look at the gallery. I'll look at his different expressions, though. Oh, sad Ford makes me not happy. Oh, he's smiling. A little, hey, surprise Ford. Blushing Ford is honestly my favorite Ford. Oh, our night watching the meteor shower. This is a great first date for the two of us. Oh, nerve. I don't like when he's sad, but like when he has to recount his life story to us, it's just oh. Wait. Ah! Splashy 40. Aw. This is so funny. I love this. Serious face, and then my other oven is a Bunsen. That's just funny. Look at him. Wait, I need to see Blushy Ford with this. There he is! There's your boy! Aw. Him with his shirt off. Damn. Hot damn. So that's Ford. This is Stan's route if I ever decide to do Stan's route. But here's all of the pictures for the gallery that we got. Oh. So this is the Mothman one. D&D and MD. Oh. Oh, he's smiling and the little sweat when he realizes that we caught him staring at us. When we were helping Mabel with her cupcakes. Oh, I love the oven on, like the apron on him. It just works out so well. So he's just smiling, mouth open with his little teeth. Oh, oh, straight face. Oh, our first date. Him in his little suit is so cute. Image 3 of 3 locked. Damn. Fuck. Okay. We're here in the pool. This is my favorite picture, y'all. Out of all of them. What a slideshow, anyway. Oh, I could just. Yeah. My favorite picture out of all of the gallery pictures here. This is so cute. Aw. Well, I don't have anything else planned for today, so. Man, I'm sweating like a bitch. Sweating like a bitch in heat right now. It is very warm in my room. I don't have anything else planned for today. But guys, that was Swooning Over Stands. I cannot believe we actually finished it within 3 days. Hot damn. That was something I was not expecting to finish so quickly. So, I guess we can get back on my normal bullshit next week. Or, actually, here's something I found out because internet people are hella depraved. There is another Gravity Falls dating sim game. This time, though, you can date Bill Cipher himself. Let me see if I can actually get this up on here. Because, I definitely downloaded it. Because I was like, what the hell is this? Yeah, no, I got it. Damn. It's called Love Triangle. The dating sim where we can date Mr. Bill Cipher himself. Cannot believe how many people really want to date Bill Cipher, but also the amount of, like, oh, you hear it? Okay, let me see if I can actually get this thing to work. Wow! It even has the background. Okay. I feel like I should save this for another day, you know? But hear it in the background. There is a dating sim where we can date Bill Cipher, so that is something to look forward to for the next time we stream. But I'm sure you guys have better things to do on a Friday night than to really hang out with me right now. So, what I'm gonna do, guys, because I'm also getting quite tired, I think I'm gonna end stream here today. Thank you guys all for coming so much. I appreciate you all immensely, more than words could ever say. Um, if you haven't hit the follow button already and you have enjoyed what we've done here, please consider hitting the follow button and help us get to our next follower goal of 45 followers. Where, at 45 followers, and only at 45, we're going to be doing a sort of arts and crafts type of stream. I have some Legos that we're going to be building at 45. I have some diamond bookmarks I'm going to make with y'all at 45 followers only. So, guys, we're only 5 away from our follower goal, so please, please help us out. If you are watching this over on Twitch, thank you all so much. I do post all of the VODs, all of the streams that happened after the fact over onto YouTube. So if you want to see what else we've done or just want to catch up on something when you miss stream and it's not available over on Twitch, you can go see it on YouTube at Kai_oh_my as well. You can also follow me, well, if you like me and anything I've done today, or you just want to see what else I do, you can follow me on other social media platforms. They're all linked in my bio. I've got TikTok, like everybody else. It's also Kai_oh_my. I mostly mess around with TikTok filters, occasional mini vlogs, shopping hauls, and mystery unboxings because why the hell not? You can follow me over on Instagram. It's at Funkos_oh_my. Yes, that's where I mostly post about my Funko Pop addiction. I have to say addiction because it's definitely over 150 at this point. I'm pretty sure it's nearing 200. I love them though. They're really cute. But yeah, I mostly post about my Funko Pop collection, occasional reposts from TikTok because why not? That's Instagram. If you're feeling a little spicy and you want to see an account that I don't really actively post from, but you still want to follow anyway, you can follow me over on Tumblr. It's Kai-oh_my. And if you want to talk to other people in the community that, aren't talking here on chat or in the comments, please consider hitting Well, joining the Discord. You can also do yourself promotions there. Honestly, I might just try to like plan a night where we can all play games together. Not necessarily stream it, but I would like to connect with you guys a little more. I think that'd be a fun thing for us to do. And obviously, YouTube's for the VODs. Anyway, I think that's it for me today. I honestly had nothing else planned besides trying to finish this dating sim. Now that it's over, I'm kind of sad that it's over. But you know what? We got a perfect run with Ford. All applause to us. I love that little picture of him at the end. I'm going to be thinking about it all the time now. Hmm, who knows? Maybe, I think next time, let's move on to different Gravity Falls dating sim where we get to date the Triangle Man. Because, of course, that's an actual game that exists. Especially after everything that's coming out with the Book of Bill and this is not a website.com.com. Please go onto that website and type in Baba so you can hear all of Disco Girl. It is a banger. Anyway, that's it for me today, guys. I will see you guys next time I stream. Thank you all for coming again. I love and appreciate you all so much. God, thank you again for getting us to 40. Remember, our ultimate goal is to try to hit 50 one of these days. Hopefully sometime this year. I'll be getting back to my bullshit then. Have a nice Friday night, and I'll see you guys around. Bye, guys.